Sorry about that. I guess this is going to be its own separate video. It cut off, so I'll just continue where I left off. So anyway, I was trying to show off Devil Children Red, which is right here, and what are some other games? And I didn't mention this, they also made a few Sailor Moon games for the Game Boy. They made 3 of them actually. This game I actually got recently. This was the last Sailor Moon Game Boy game I needed. But I got all of these. These 2 games are fairly cheap, but this one was actually kind of pricey, which is why it was kind of difficult to get. But yeah, this just kind of shows that they made a lot of Sailor Moon games, and none of them were ever localized. Specifically, a lot of them were made at the time when the anime was around in the 90s, and pretty much once the anime series ended, that's when it just kind of completely stopped making Sailor Moon games. I have Puyo Puyo 2 on Game Boy. I'm planning on getting the first one, but they're not things special. It's just Puyo Puyo on Game Boy. This game is also a big disappointment. A Hunter x Hunter game for Game Boy Color. I could not even tell you what kind of game it is. By the looks of it, it seems like most of the Hunter x Hunter games are just kind of meh. And of course, jeez, I forgot I had this many. Kirby Game Boy games. Kirby Pinball, Kirby Block Ball, Kirby Star Stacker or something. But yeah, I'm still missing one more Kirby game. I actually have almost all the Kirby games physically. And I'm just trying to collect them all. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. I have music, video game music being played. It's Metroid music. Then there's Mario Picross. I said that this game I think was localized in America, but I got the Japanese version. It was very cheap. And then I got some Game Boy Advance games, not the mini. I got Wario Land 4, which is called Wario Land Gold, I think? I'm not sure. And these games are actually interesting. Fun fact, these are actually... Almost all these games I got, almost all the Japanese games I got are on eBay. And I got an eBay account in the beginning of this year, and these were actually the first 2 games I bought. They're actually Full Metal Alchemist RPG games. Never came out in Japan, and this is the sequel. Of course, this is based off the 2003 anime, but I still think it is extremely interesting that they actually made Full Metal Alchemist RPG games. Yeah, it's not really focusing. Alright, so that is all of the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and then there's just one more Japanese game, which is Switch. Just as a side note, I got this for Japanese, the Cotton Saturn Tribute. I wanted to get it before it ever was localized in America, and I actually made some videos for these 3 games, so there's that. And I will try to show off what games next. Next up, I guess I might as well just show off my Switch games. This is the most recent console, so again, it's pretty much out of order. I have... Yeah, I apologize for the lighting. Trying to angle it is not easy. But Labyrinth of Refrain, Doki Doki Literature Club. I've always wanted to physically own this. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Really enjoyed this game. Luigi's Mansion 3, that was a great game. Link's Awakening, the PAL version, but it's region free, so it's fine. Mega Man ZX Legacy Collection. I haven't really played this yet, but I have already beaten all of these games. Just not on that collection. Octopath Traveler, I'm still very excited for the sequel. And honestly, out of all the Switch games on here, this is actually my favorite Switch game, which you can understand why I'm so happy for the sequel. Bravely Default 2. I have actually played Bravely Default and Bravely Second, but I have yet to play this game. The Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. Started to pile up. Okay, gotta put it right there. Got Pokemon Legends Arceus. Yeah, Metroid Dread. This was actually my favorite game of 2021. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Pokemon Sword. Disgaea. This is the game I mentioned that I tried playing it and I really couldn't get into it. Pokken Tournament. The DX Deluxe. Super Bomberman R, which was actually a launch title for the Switch. This is actually my newest Switch game, Pokemon Scarlet. Actually, it's not my newest one. Wait a minute. This is my newest Switch game. This one in terms of release date, but I actually got this for Christmas a couple of days ago. Fire Emblem Three Hopes. It's kind of like a sequel to Fire Emblem Warriors. It's like Fire Emblem meets Dynasty Warriors, which I did play Hyrule Warriors, but I've never played Fire Emblem Warriors, but pretty excited to play this. So there's that. I gotta put it back. Mainly because I still have my presents in a specific spot, which I don't know if I want to show it. Let's see, you got Smash Bros. Ultimate, one of the biggest selling Switch games. Have yet to play this just because I've been having controller problems for the Switch. I think a lot of people have. Mega Man 11, Resident Evil Revelation Collection, Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers. This was actually the first Switch game I played. It's starting to stack up again. Puyo Puyo Tetris, Super Mario Odyssey, Cotton Reboot. This was a great game. One of my favorite games I played last year. I really enjoyed it. I would love to come back and play more of it. Kirby Star Allies. Kirby's in the Forgotten Land. Honestly, of all the games I played this year, this was probably my favorite game I played this year. It's definitely a great Kirby game. I definitely like this more than this one. I would recommend this one more. The Sega Genesis Classic Collection. That definitely want to put more time into. This game I actually did play like about a dozen hours into it, but the controls were just so complex that I kind of lost interest playing it because it gave me anxiety. I would like to come back to it eventually. It's a good game, it's just the controls are very stressful. This is a Digimon Story Cyber Sleeth. I would love to play this. I do like the Digimon series, and I loved playing Digimon, what was it called, Battle 2 or Arena 2 for the GameCube as a kid. Monster Hunter Rise. I haven't played this one because I've played Monster Hunter 3 in World, but haven't gotten around to playing that. And then Origami King, which do not ask me how I feel about this game. I almost 100%ed it until I realized there were two things that they didn't mention that you have to get beating the game. So that was kind of annoying. Oh yeah, and there's one more Switch game, and that is the Sakuna of Rice and Ruin Divine Edition. I actually got this when it came out, and I think it's really cool. It actually comes with these things in particular, and it's pretty heavy, but I think it looks really cool. Alright, so that'll be it for this video, and I will go to the remaining games. Oh boy, it is 7:30 in the morning. Help.